And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw right away. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Now it's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Yates. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Caught left side. Here's Dill. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. Starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's brought it down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Second and 10. They go with blue between the tackles. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The 20, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Cowboys first down.
They'll set up to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Drops it to Blue, complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, look at that. And they'll get this down to the 10. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's good for us Cowboys. First down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
at some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. My name is Hudson.
Nix to the air. And he fires one incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
To throw is Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
16 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
32-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing Nix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Chill.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. One play action. Here's Nix. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bo Nix. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Hyatt, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, my son! Motion, motion. Check on move, check on move. To the right, yeah. Hey, motion, motion.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Left side to Lamb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
It's 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Musgrave, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hold on, son. Ready. Captain. Show. Away.
Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Huddle. I'm up! Bombers.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hold on, son. Ready? Captain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Nix. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
5-yard attempt.
not going to get the kick off in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a carry for Boone. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Gets it underneath to Blue.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw again.
That'll be complete to Blue.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Looking to put a drive together.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Captain, ready. Bombers.
To throw is Nix. This one complete. It's Devon Vele.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Captain. Motion. Ole. To the right, yeah.
Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready. Drill. Ole. Motion. Captain. Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tank Dell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 31.
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out to Blue. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Gets this into the hands of Blue.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Yates. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Ready.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading in.